day, McVeigh, and happy Friday. How are you, boys and girls? Let's get started with our birthdays. Okay, here we go. So today, happy birthday to Melvin Aguna in our 4th grade, Ileana Sesko Ortiz in our 1st grade. Tomorrow, happy birthday to Emma Lara in our 1st grade, Miss Cirillo, and also Miss Yarabino. On Sunday, happy birthday to Isabella Capola in our 4th grade and Daniela Ortiz Correas in our 1st grade. And Monday, don't forget Monday, happy birthday Monday to Peter Morris in our 2nd grade, Ava Feta in our 2nd grade, Connor Hines in our 2nd grade, Ty Kircher in our 5th grade, Kainai Talal in our 1st grade, and Lara Da Silva. Wow, that's a lot of birthdays. You go, boys and girls. So how are you today? All right, so we have a 3-day weekend. That means that we have the regular weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and there's a holiday, a national holiday called Memorial Day on Monday, so there's no school. So I won't see you again until Tuesday. Tuesday morning, though, you'll get my announcements from my living room. Be ready. So I have a couple of jokes, but my friends, I'm out of jokes. Can somebody help me out with them? All right, come on. I need some jokes. So the first one today is coming from Sebastian. What did one angel say to the other angel? And I'll show you his illustration. Halo. So the angel has a halo. That's what that is. And so instead of saying hello, halo. All right, good work. Sebastian, thank you for being so kind and getting me all those jokes. Our joke book needs more jokes. And this one is coming from Eli. He says, what do you call a train with a cold? What do you call a train with a cold? A choo-choo train. Now, I don't have an illustration for that, but maybe somebody could help me out with that. Let me show you our book. So here's the book, and we even have a cover for it. You can see all the pages. Every single joke that I've gotten is in here. But some of them still need illustrations, but we need a lot more jokes. See all those jokes? We need a lot more jokes. We're going to have the biggest joke book in the world, don't you think? All right. Now, the riddle. Only Zach has figured this out. So again, think of it, well, the Arkans too. I have 2 apples and I have 3 apples. If somebody takes 1, how many apples do I have? Come on. I'm going to give this one more day. Let's see if we can figure that out. I have 2 apples and 3 apples. If somebody takes 1 apple, how many apples do I have? All right. Now, this one we did a lot better with. So where on earth is Miss Hoskin? So I gave a clue. This is a large country in Asia. And that was an important clue. So if you look closely, and I've understood that maybe the way that I showed the picture the first day, it was hard to see. So sorry about that, guys. But she is in China. And you can see this writing here. That was a big clue. Now, the characters right here are different in China than they are in Japan or in other countries. So you would really have to look at them closely and be able to look at them next to probably other characters from other countries to see which one they really are. But the clue that I gave, that it was a large country in Asia, combined with that writing, would say, oh, it's China. And so, again, the Cardellis figured that out, and they always tell me about their thinking. So we looked on the map and found that China was the biggest country of the ones we mentioned. And the ones that I mentioned are the ones they mentioned. And we wanted to make sure that it was China, so we Googled the Chinese languages to see what they look like. We found out that Japanese and Chinese look very similar, and they do. But China is bigger, and that's how they knew it was China. We also learned that the Chinese language is called Mandarin. That's true. So Eli, Zach, the Capolas, Devin, Olivia, Alyssa was working on this. Exactly. So when you see something, boys and girls, you can use the clues in whatever you see to figure out a problem. And that's what we should always be doing, is trying to figure out things that are going on in our world around us. So this one might be a little bit easier than some of the other ones, but it's a little bit more difficult too, because you have to tell me where they are in the place that they are. So where on earth is Miss Page? She's in two different places. And here is Miss Wolfthal. Where on earth are they? So I want the city and also the place within the city. See if you can figure that out. All right. Now, getting on to science. So we had an experiment yesterday where there was dish soap poured into water, stirred, and then we looked at how many bubbles there were. And then that mixture was poured into another glass to see if there would be more bubbles from just stirring or from pouring. And it turns out there was more bubbles from pouring. The question is why? So Alyssa and Emma got back to me on this. Alyssa said the second glass had more bubbles because of the force. That is part of it. The other part of it is that, as Emma pointed out, there was air. So what makes soap foam? What is foam? Well, it's air. So if you, when you blow a bubble, there's air inside the bubble. So why did the second one have more bubbles? Because of the air. And yes, there was a force applied to it too, Alyssa, and that also impacted it slightly, but it's the air component. Now, for today's science, we have Emma. All right. Listen carefully. She's showing what the experiment is and her materials.
Hello, my name is Emma Good. My science experiment is based on capillary action. I will take paper towel and put them in water. I will see which one absorbs the water the most. I have 3 different types of temperatures: hot water, room temperature water, and cold water. I will time it for 30 seconds. My hypothesis is that the paper towel will absorb the hot water the most because its molecules are faster. I am going to take the paper towel and dip it in the hot water for 30 seconds. Now I'm going to put the paper towel in the hot water for 30 seconds.
So boys and girls, you should be looking at how quickly it got absorbed.
Next, I am going to do the same with the room temperature water.
One important thing that Emma is doing is making sure that she dips them in for the same amount of time. The other thing that you will notice is that she's created strips of paper that are the same exact size. That's also important to her experiment.
Next, I'm going to do the same with the cold water.
Boys and girls, did you see a difference? I did. Let's see what Emma has to say.
Now I'm going to measure it. It is 3.5 inches. Now I'm going to measure the room temperature water. It is 3 inches. Now I'm going to measure the cold water. It is 2 3/4 inches. My hypothesis was correct. The paper towel absorbed the hot water the most. I hope you learned something new from my experiment. Bye.
Yeah, so the hot water absorbed very quickly, you could see, and it went higher. It absorbed more. Why? Now, we've learned a little bit about this from some other projects. Why? Why did that happen? Let's see if somebody can figure out exactly why that happened. All right, I'm hoping that somebody can figure that out. And I want to get into our Mighty Math Challenge. I am so excited. Okay, so after day 2, so not including today, boys and girls, today's the big championship, so let's get it going. But we had answered, as of yesterday, 181,000 questions. Wow! 181,000 questions. And our kindergarten boys and girls have gotten faster, which means they're getting better at their fluency. Well done, boys and girls. So, how many are going to play together today? If you haven't signed up, you still can, and we will have our winners announced either on the Connect Ed tonight or probably Tuesday, because it may take a little bit of time for us to get all that data done. All right, and finally, my friends, of course, we have our mighty kind moment of the day. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so as I'm pulling this out, I'm going to pull one of these today. Yesterday I had a bag, but you might see this cool McVeigh Takes Manhattan t-shirt for Field Day. Field Day is next Friday. Hope you've been practicing. Can't wait. We have a lot of cool things planned, and you could do it live with your friends. Also, Miss Hoskin is working on an art show. Boys and girls, if you haven't submitted your art to Miss Hoskin, make sure you get it to her. 5th graders, we need to get that graduation project done too. We only have about 1/3 of them in so far, so let's make sure we get that done. All right, and now again, back to our Mighty Kind moment. Dun, dun, dun. I did it twice today. That's the first time for that. Oh. Hello, beautiful. Make it a great day. You know, I think I may have read this one. Well, I'm going to talk about it anyhow. So, yes, you are all beautiful. And yes, you all have the ability to make it a great day. And you have the ability to make it a great weekend. Even more so, because there are now 3 days in a row after today. But yes, and each and every day, boys and girls, remember how beautiful you are. Each and every day, no matter what, you are beautiful. And you can make it a great day. And I know you can, because you're a mighty mind. Not only that, you're a mighty kind mighty mind. And boys and girls, every day is a great day to get smart and be kind to both each other and the earth. Let's have a wonderful day.
Such a way that is love. We are one. We are how to be. If you ever find yourself